Hi, this is Michael Rony Mullick, and you are watching the pre-market show, where we discuss about how we can expect going into trade today and what are the levels we can expect in the Indian markets. So, in the first half of the show, we will jump directly into the US market and see how things have ended over there and how the US futures are trading. So, let's get into the charts and look at the US market. So, US market, as we were discussing last night, that things were looking good in US market. It opened with a major gap up, and from there it had fallen, but towards the end it recovered its losses and ended slightly positively for the Dow Jones, the S&P 500, and also the DJIA. The DJI was slightly in the red, but it's not that much, 0.2 percentage in the red. But both S&P 500 and Nasdaq had closed significantly in the green, especially Nasdaq, especially because the tech stocks have been hammered for the last couple of weeks and days, and so it was a good respite to see things ending in the green in the US market, and that positivity has been carried around in the Asian markets as well. So the Hang Seng, the Hong Kong index, is up by 1.5 percentage. The Japanese market Nikkei is up also at around 0.27 percentage in the green. So following the Asian cues and US futures, which are still trading in the green, we can expect the Nifty opening around 16,200 levels, which is also indicated by the SGX Nifty. It is around 16,197 level right now as we speak. So that is something good for the markets. So last night, like I said, there was a major gap up, and from there was a significant sell-off in the US markets, and where SGX Nifty had fallen towards around 16,100 levels. But from there, it has recovered significantly, which is a good thing. Now the looking into Nifty levels for the day, and you can see the Nifty has the pre-market of Nifty session is over at 9.7. The time is 9.8 right now, and we can see it is showing an opening of 16,270 in Nifty, which is a slightly gap up considering the close yesterday was around 16,240. I'm talking about the weighted average close and not the last traded price. So we are expecting a slight gap up, around 30 points gap up in Nifty. And as you can see, the ranges I have marked in the chart for Nifty. So over here, if you look at the immediate resistance and support zones, so obviously on the upside we can expect 16,400 to be a major resistance for Nifty, because the level was tested couple of times yesterday and again couple of times the day before yesterday. So 16,400 is going to be a major resistance level for the very short term, and above that we have 16,483 levels, and above that 16,630 level is on the upside, and on the downside 16,150. And if that is broken, we can expect 16,000, which is a round figure support for Nifty, and if you go below that, 15,950 is also a major support area. If we look at the longer time frames on a daily candle, we can see that 15,950 levels have been acting as a resistance, and the market had given a strong breakout from there in the month of July last year. So that is going to be an important support area on the downside. And if you look at the daily channels, let us slightly zoom in to the daily candle and see how things have been looking over there. So as you can see, yesterday was again an inside candle. The market tried to go up in the first half, but then there was a major sell-off towards, especially after 2:45 p.m. there was a major sell-off. So the candle was almost like a doji pattern. It's an undecided pattern, and so there were two inside candles back to back. So let's hope today's candle, so you can see the characteristics of this kind of patterns are, if the market is breaking the upside, we can expect a strong upside from here, but if it is broken on the downside, you can expect a further down move from here. So that is the characteristics of these kind of candles on a technical analysis uh, chart. So this high 16,400 and 16,150 is something to look out for in today's trade, and also if this is broken, we will be looking at the upside or downside based on these major levels. And as you know, the let us look at Bank Nifty first, and then we will discuss other things. So Bank Nifty is showing a significant gap up. Actually, you can see Bank Nifty pre-opening levels are showing 34,686, which is above the yesterday's closing price. So that is something around a 200-point gap up in Bank Nifty is again a good thing. So let's hope the the positivity continues in the Bank Nifty as well. So similar pattern, although Nifty ended in green, but the Bank Nifty yesterday is ended significantly in the green. Okay, so you can see that over here again the same levels will be important. So this high and this low is the immediate supports and resistance. So if market has to move higher, it has to break this level 34,800 and sustain throughout the day, so that we can say that the market has reversed from there on the upside. And on the downside, again 34,000 is going to be a major support area for Bank Nifty. So these are the levels you can watch out for going into the trade today. And obviously Bank Nifty right now, it is difficult to take any views because of the US inflation data, which we are expecting at 6 p.m. Indian time today to be announced, and again the Indian inflation data, which is coming tomorrow after market hours at 5:30 p.m. So these are the two things we should be watching out before taking any long-term view in both the indexes, especially Bank Nifty, because the inflation data will be directly impacting the finance sector, especially the banking and other NBFC stocks. So that is something to be looked out for today, and hopefully we have a good and happy trading experience today. We will meet again at 11 o'clock, where we discuss about how things went today in the markets, and obviously the US data will be out by that time, and we will be looking at how the US markets are reacting to that data, and based on that what we can expect going into the trade tomorrow, because it's an important day, it's an expiry day tomorrow in the markets. And so I will end the live stream over here. Hope you have a good day. Thank you.